Today I went for the Platinum Trophy on Detroit Become Human, and this might be an insanely controversial take, especially based on the game's reviews, but I really did not enjoy this game. So much so in fact that after something happened during the post-story grind, which you'll see, I straight up just gave up on the Platinum. But anyway, the story is set in a near future where androids serve humans who essentially just treat them like we treat ChatGPT today, and you get to play as the three main characters who are the androids Connor, Marcus, and Alice, and get to experience each of their different stories. And in order to complete this dreaded task, I had to first play through the story once, where I had to be pacifist and try my best to keep everyone alive. Then I had to replay the entire game, but while making sure to be as violent as possible this time and kill absolutely anyone in sight, including Connor, who I had to kill at every opportunity for the I'll be back trophy. But despite saying earlier that I didn't enjoy this game too much, the first playthrough was pretty fun since I was still new to the game and it did kinda surprise me. And while playing through the 32 story chapters, I unlocked various different trophies based on the decisions I was making, which allowed me to have a total of 32 trophies by the end of my first playthrough. So after having completed the first run, it was now time to go again and replay the whole story another time, but this time while making sure to be as violent as possible and also making sure to get Connor killed at every single opportunity. And this step was very rough since I don't think I enjoyed the first playthrough enough to want to replay the whole thing again, especially with it being pretty long. But I still got after it since it was gonna be my last playthrough before cleaning up for the Platinum. So I started by pushing Leo at the start of the game instead of letting him be, since as I said that he needed to be as violent as possible. And then during the interrogation sequence with the Deviant, I made sure to make him confess, since during my original playthrough I kinda messed it up, and also got the Tracy's killed later on in the game. By now I had gotten Connor killed at every single chance, so I was certain that I'd be good for that trophy, so I just kept on going, and next up had Marcus broadcast his message without raising an alarm. And shortly after that one, I reached the part of the game where Deviants conduct a riot, and obviously since I had to be violent, I conducted a violent riot where Deviants just started smashing everything in sight, which unlocked the Burn the Place trophy. At this stage in the story, Deviants were rising up, which led to Connor visiting the creator of the androids in order to get some insight into what could cause them to deviate. But instead the guy just handed us a gun to shoot his assistant, so I did just that and unlocked the trophy. And then back to Marcus. After conducting the riot, the police came in to confront them. And during the original playthrough, I just played it nice with them since I needed to keep everyone alive. However, during this run, I made sure to stand my ground against them, which unlocked this trophy right here. Then at the end of the game, when Connor had the option to become a deviant, also I made sure to remain a machine for the compliant trophy, and also had Kara and Alice escape the recycling center for another trophy, before finally reaching the final chapter in which I liberated all of the androids, which I had failed to do previously, which got me this trophy, before realizing that I had gotten Connor killed at every single opportunity, even followed YouTube tutorials to make sure I got it, and yet for some reason the trophy did not pop up. So I realized that it probably got glitched out and I would have to restart it again, and unfortunately, like I said earlier, replaying the whole game for the violent run was an absolute pain, and to discover that I now have to replay the whole thing again because for whatever reason the trophy didn't pop up, despite me being absolutely certain that I did everything right, just made the whole experience infinitely more annoying. So there was just no way I was ever gonna replay it again just for that one trophy, and so I did what any sane person would do, and I quit. I originally wasn't even gonna make this video, but I figured since I got pretty far, I might as well just make a video about what I've completed. But unfortunately this game wasn't really for me, as I prefer games where you actually get to play with your character and do crazy stuff rather than just quick time events and dialogue. But that's not to say that this is a bad game, because if I didn't experience the glitch, I probably would have had a different opinion on it. But anyway, that's it for the Detroit Become Human Platinum trophy, even though I didn't complete it, and make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what game I should do next.